Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my terminal, a project that aims to provide a more personalized and flexible terminal experience. And this quick update video, we'll be taking a look at the latest features and improvements made to the project. So in the last version of my terminal, I had a lot of trouble, a lot of problems with the cursor. So the cursor moved in really sometimes unpredictable positions. And of course, I want to control where the cursor goes. And also the mouse has strange side effects, etc. So basically the mission here was to decouple my terminal from swing. Because of course, all these movements, they occurs from events in the J component and the caret objects and default caret and the document, the interaction between these objects. But I'm not really interested in using those objects. The document you find in JText pane, for instance, for me is only a presentation, something like a view. But all the work will be done by my buffers. Okay, and also the position of the cursor. For some reasons, also the blinking will depend on my model, which is my system of buffers. Okay, so here, as you can see, we have a system made up of two models, two grids, and this is the system. So you see, these are two buffers, and I decided to show this so to highlight the difference between these two buffers with these elements. The dot and the asterisk, they represent the empty space in these buffers. Of course, we can change them. As you can see now, this works beautifully, and you can do whatever kind of thing you want. This was one of the problems I had at the end of the column. So this is what I want, how I want it to behave, but we can change this with different strategies. But so basically, you see, I want the cursor to stay there, and if I type a new character, it should actually type it there, exactly there. Before, instead, the cursor went sometimes at the end of the screen, so in a totally different buffer. And this was because, of course, the cursor was driven by other events, not my events, and this was the reason. So basically, I had to work a lot in order to understand how JComponent works and to decouple from that structure of events and somehow be able to drive those events. Okay. So here there are, of course, other nice little things. So of course I can go down, I can do whatever I want. Now this works exactly as I want. So the buffer decides where the cursor goes and not swing. And I drive swing. Okay, so this is the big change. If I hit my escape button, so I wanted to test this. So you see, this is now buffer number 2. And maybe you cannot hear, but there's a beep here. And what else? Of course I can go back to the original position. You see, and this is also nice. All these things are quite okay. I can totally clean the screen. For instance, I can change. Basically, what I'm doing here is I changed the empty character here, and I can do exactly the same thing. For instance, for here with Shift Tab. See, as detected. The thing is that now these two buffers can work together. These two buffers at this time they are my model. Okay. And the control is separated and the view is separated. And the view, if I work like this, I can actually have different views. So swing can be one of the views of my buffers, which is a thing I like. Okay, so if tomorrow I want to use another library, not even, it could also be something that is just not related to user interface, but another way to show or print, or I don't know, this buffers, I can do that. Okay, so thank you so much.